And so, I want to thank you for giving me the time and the space to say what we have said. And at this time, we will open for your questions. But just before you ask a question, these are the ground rules. We came here today to lecture and to answer questions. If you have a lecture that you want to give to us, please don't waste your time. We will not be listening. If you have a big speech that you want to give, please go erect a platform somewhere in this area, and I guarantee you at least one idiot will come and listen to you. But don't waste time trying to lecture to us. Ask a question and we will strive to the best of our ability to answer your question. Yes, sir.
Sorry, what is your name?
My name is Brother Leo Mohammed.
My name is Brother Simon Kennedy.
Yes, sir.
Of Irish descent.
Yes, sir.
Blue-eyed and white. I have no issue with black people.
Yes, sir.
At all whatsoever. I never have. But this morning, I feel a little bit uncomfortable. I would basically like to ask you, in my humble opinion, what is the end game for black people? What is it you want to see? How are you going to win people like me over to help your cause and other people?
The question from the gentleman in the front, he is of Irish descent, he has blue eyes, and based on some of what we have said this morning, he feels somewhat uncomfortable, and he's asking the question, what is it that we have in mind as an end game? And what is it that we intend to do to win people like him to our cause, and other people who may be sympathetic but may feel uncomfortable based on what we have to say? I hope I've represented his question correctly. Well, first of all, I don't know if you were here, I think you were, when I did say, if the cap fits, wear it. If the cap don't fit, don't wear it. This is not personal to you as an individual. I don't know you as an individual. You may be a beautiful human being. You may be a good man. All I would say to you is please demonstrate that in your daily activity and your daily behavior. Just by the way you asked the question, demonstrated to me that you are of a civilized character. You removed your hat, you were very polite. So I'm not here to sit in judgment of you. I have no power to judge you. I have no power to condemn you.
Have you ever been in the mental health
When I'm speaking, I'm speaking in general terms.
I can see that.
Because the vast majority of the people here are part of this human drama, and they are involved whether they like it or not. But in the end, this book says, and the Holy Quran says the same thing, you have to make a decision. You have to determine whether you're with God or whether you're with Satan. You have to choose a side. And when you choose a side, we are not here trying to win you to our cause. If you are a good human being, you will recognize that we are good human beings and that we are speaking from pain and hurt. We are speaking from history and contemporary reality of injustice. And so this book says that we are never to be the aggressor. But Allah permits those who are aggressed against to fight back. And even when you look at us, what are we fighting with? Mere words. So don't be upset by some words. We're talking about people using knives and guns and nuclear weapons and biological weapons and chemical weapons and weapons of mass deception in the media. So don't be disturbed by a few men standing in Hyde Park speaking words. Let me say this to you, sir. We come in the tradition of a farmer. The farmer, before he can plant seeds, he can't just throw the seeds onto the ground. He has to plow the ground. In other words, upset the ground. Turn it over in order for the ground to be receptive to receive the seed. And so part of our mission when we come to Hyde Park is to upset you, is to make you angry, is to make you think, is to make you contemplate, what are these black people talking about? What is this about? What role do I play in this, if any? And what can I do to ally myself to that great movement? Because the movement, talking about the end game now, the end game is this. The scripture says, as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the ending. I see you have a little gray here. You look like a mature man, but I need you to understand that as young as I look, I am your father. The black man is the father of all humanity. If it wasn't for me, you could not be here. You came via me. And so because I'm your father, I'm the father of this elderly gentleman sitting in the chair. Because I'm your father, the scripture says, the scripture says, honor your mother and fathers that your days may be long. And so I would appeal to you, sir, to just realize that the end game is that we intend to go back to our rightful place as Earth's rightful rulers. We intend to sit again in the seat of power, where we will give freedom, justice, and equality to all of the peoples on the planet and end this injustice and this misrule by Caucasians primarily and the West generally.